The video is actually really boring, sorry.
Here is a list of all the regions in the European Union, sorted by GDP per capita. At the bottom of the list is a place that isn't even in continental Europe. If you break it down further, there is a county in North East Romania with a GDP per capita of €8,500. This has led many newspapers to cite Vaslui as the poorest place in the EU. We're on our way there to see if our preconceptions about poor places line up with reality.
Vaslui. Vaslui. Might be a restaurant car if you're lucky.
Is there a bedding?
Up here.
It is silly o'clock. Where the bloody hell are we, Ollie? Look at this church, beautiful. Look at this for a bus stop.
Smoke.
We're going to try and catch a bus to go to a little village. See a little bit of the real Vaslui county. Here we go. Here we go then, going right into the wilderness. Solești, a village in the poorest county in the EU. We've just come past the doctors, here's the post office, and then here is the police station. I think it's just probably the only policeman's house. We were just saying this is what we imagined this area to look like. Sort of the flat parts of Romania, up to Moldova and western Ukraine. That sort of rural landscape with a golden tinge to it. What would Mr. Brickwood say in this situation?
I think perhaps a little game of footy.
If we could get in.
That ball is calling out to be booted in the net.
It's been just
and we can't get in.
It's the school then. This to me is as good as footy can get. Look at this. This one is the right post. Penises everywhere. What would this building have been? We've popped ourselves down outside a little shop. What do you think of Solești?
Paradise.
Yeah?
Yeah. In its own way. There's a great contrast, isn't there? There's some people going around with horse and carts, and then you've got cars and quite nice buildings that are going up, and then you've got some really dilapidated buildings. It's a mixture of everything. Great music. It's a really vibrant city and it's uplifting. I feel really happy being here actually. There are 55,000 people living here in this city of Vaslui, okay? But so many people come from Moldova to register their address in Vaslui so they can get Romanian citizenship and therefore EU citizenship. So officially there are 100,000 people with a Vaslui address, but only half of those people actually live here and the other half are Moldovans who came here just for the papers. Oh, where have we seen this before?
Little throwback.
Little throwback to the bookshop.
If you want to see that video, just click here. We're going to do that every time now. This is Andrada.
Hey, nice to meet you.
And this is the best bookshop in Vaslui, right?
Yes.
Yeah? How long has it been open?
1 year.
1 year. Do you know, sitting here right now, it feels like we could be in any European city. You know, yeah, lovely little cafe. Probably a terrible cup of tea. I'm not going to, you know, get ahead of myself.
No, but we could find a cup of tea, which is important.
Yeah.
The association I have with a poor town is a depressing town. And this is the opposite of depressing. It's a very vibrant town, full of life.
It's like a woman that wears a handbag. We've just been chatting to some of the people in the cafe. That's the sort of place I can imagine if we lived here, we'd just spend every day. The absolutely beautiful Diana, who's stolen my heart, and will only know it if she watches this film and gets someone to translate it. We had an idea of what we wanted to film when we came here. You know, just see a really poor part of the EU and Romania in general. It seems great. It's been a really lovely trip, but it's not a spectacular video because we're not showing, you know, a town that's vastly different to a lot of other places in Europe. This is really nice. It's got a lovely atmosphere to it, and it's made for quite a boring video. Sorry. Don't listen to people when they say, oh, don't go to this place. You know, we had a lot of people say, oh, don't go to Vaslui, there's nothing there. No. But if you want to see more than just tourist sites and churches and things, and actually see how people live and meet people that otherwise wouldn't necessarily come into contact with many foreigners, especially English people, then that's what you need to do. You need to just go to random parts, get on a bus, get on a train, see where you end up. Mulțumesc, Vaslui. You've been great.
I want to live here.